Have you ever gazed at the night sky and wondered if we're truly alone? The vastness above us is both humbling and mysterious, filled with countless stars and endless possibilities. That curiosity drives us to listen for whispers from the cosmos. We tune in, hoping to catch even the faintest hint of something extraordinary, something that might reveal we are not alone. Imagine, among the silent stars, a signal traveling, a message from another civilization, crossing unimaginable distances to reach us, carrying secrets from worlds we can only dream of. This isn't just science fiction, it's a real scientific quest. Teams of researchers dedicate their lives to searching for these cosmic messages, sifting through mountains of data for a single anomaly. The universe is alive with invisible signals, stars exploding, black holes colliding, planets dancing in silence. Every event sends ripples through space, each one a story waiting to be discovered. We've built giant electronic ears, radio telescopes, to tune into this cosmic orchestra, hoping to catch a note that stands out. Artificial, not natural. These instruments are our bridges to the unknown. The idea of receiving a message from extraterrestrial intelligence is both thrilling and a little frightening. It challenges everything we know about life and about ourselves. What would it say? A greeting, a formula, a warning? Would we even recognize it as a message, or would it be a puzzle we struggle to understand? The search is a testament to our hope and our desire to understand our place in the universe. It unites us in wonder, curiosity, and the pursuit of knowledge. We're shouting into the void, "Is anyone out there?" and waiting in the quiet for an answer. Each night we listen, patient and persistent, never giving up hope. The sounds we seek aren't audible, but they're patterns of information that could change everything we know about life and the universe. The cosmos whispers, and we are here, listening. When we talk about hearing alien sounds, we're not talking about sound waves like on Earth. Sound needs a medium, air, water, or solid, to travel. Space is a vacuum, almost completely empty. If an alien spaceship exploded near the moon, you'd hear nothing. Space is silent. So how do we listen for aliens? Through electromagnetic waves, which don't need a medium. Light, X-rays, microwaves, and especially radio waves can travel through space at light speed. Scientists use enormous radio telescopes, giant satellite dishes, to collect these waves. The telescopes convert invisible radio signals into data for computers to analyze. We're not listening for a hello our ears could hear, but for a structured pattern in radio waves. A signal that looks artificial. It's a search for order in the cosmic static. That's how we listen for voices in the silence. In 1977, astronomer Jerry Aleins found something extraordinary at the Big Ear Radio Telescope. Among endless data, he spotted a powerful, narrowband radio signal, so unusual he circled it and wrote, "Wow," in the margin. The wow signal lasted 72 seconds, came from Sagittarius, and matched what scientists thought an alien message might look like. It was 30 times stronger than background noise, appearing and vanishing as the telescope swept by. Scientists rushed to listen again, but the signal never repeated. Decades later, its origin remains a mystery, a one-time whisper from the cosmos. Was it a natural phenomenon, a passing spacecraft, or a beacon from a distant world? We may never know, but the wow signal reminds us, the universe still holds secrets. We've only just begun to listen. Our search relies on incredible technology, radio telescopes, Earth's giant ears. Imagine a satellite dish the size of a football field, like the Arecibo Observatory. These dishes collect faint radio waves from space, focusing them onto sensitive receivers. The receivers amplify weak signals for computers to analyze, all while shielding from Earth's own radio noise. SETI scientists use these telescopes to scan the sky, sometimes focusing on a single star system for days. Computers sift through mountains of data, searching for narrow-band artificial signals. It's a painstaking global effort. Projects like Breakthrough Listen use the world's most powerful telescopes. These giant ears are always tuned to the heavens, waiting for a signal that could change history. The task is monumental, but so is the question, are we alone? To understand why we can't hear in space, we first need to know what sound actually is, and how it works here on Earth. Sound is a vibration, a mechanical wave that needs a medium like air, water, or solid matter to travel through. Without something to carry those vibrations, sound simply can't exist. When you clap your hands, you push air molecules together, creating a wave that travels outward until it reaches our ears. Our brains then interpret these vibrations as sound. But in space, the vast emptiness means there are almost no molecules to carry those vibrations. The distances between particles are so great, sound waves can't move from one to the next. If you tried to clap in deep space, the energy from your hands would have nowhere to go. No air, no water, no solid surface, so no sound would travel at all. That's why those epic space battles in movies filled with booming explosions are pure fantasy. In reality, space is profoundly, almost eerily, silent. No matter how massive the explosion, sound waves die out instantly in a vacuum. The energy just dissipates, never reaching your ears. If aliens tried to communicate with sound waves, we'd never hear them, no matter how loudly they shouted or sang. Their voices and music would be lost in the void, unable to cross the emptiness between the stars. Sound simply fades away into nothingness. Sound needs matter to exist. Space offers only silence, a silence so complete, it's almost unimaginable. The only way to communicate across space is with something that doesn't need a medium, something that can travel through the vacuum. That's why we turn to electromagnetic waves, like radio signals and light, which can cross the emptiness of space with ease. In the cosmos, silence is the rule, unless you know how to listen differently, tuning in to the invisible waves that fill the universe. If sound can't travel through space, how do we communicate across the stars? With electromagnetic radiation, light from the sun, microwaves and radio waves are all forms of this energy. They travel effortlessly through the vacuum. Radio waves are ideal for interstellar messages and easy to generate, energy efficient and able to pass through cosmic dust. That's why SETI focuses on radio signals, and advanced civilization would likely use them too. They could encode information, pulses, patterns, or math into these waves, creating a signal nature couldn't make. Finding such a signal would be proof of intelligence, like finding a carved artifact on a deserted beach. Scientists search for the radio equivalent of that artifact, a signal that says, "We are here." These waves are our best hope of hearing the cosmos. In the silence of space, radio waves are the messengers. This is the Fermi paradox. With billions of stars and planets, why haven't we heard from anyone? Space is unimaginably vast. Even if thousands of civilizations exist, signals could take millennia to reach us. We've only been listening for a few decades, a blink in cosmic time. Maybe we're listening at the wrong time, or in the wrong way. Aliens might use technology we haven't discovered, like gravity waves or something beyond our senses. Intelligent life could be rare, or civilizations might not last long enough to communicate. The Great Filter Theory suggests most life never makes it to the stage of interstellar contact. The silence could be a warning, or just a sign of how hard the search really is. Still, we keep listening, hoping for a breakthrough. The universe's silence is its own mystery. The search for extraterrestrial intelligence is full of fascinating moments. In 1974, the Arecibo telescope sent a pictorial message to a star cluster 25,000 light-years away. Don't expect a reply soon. Scientists focus on the water hole, a quiet part of the radio spectrum between hydrogen and hydroxyl emissions, nature's universal meeting point. For years, SETI Home let people use their computers to help analyze telescope data, turning millions of homes into a global supercomputer. Not all strange signals come from space. Some, like the mysterious perytons, turned out to be from a microwave oven in the observatory's kitchen. The search is a blend of science, curiosity, and sometimes cosmic humor. Anyone can join the quest, and every discovery, mundane or mysterious, teaches us something new. Even false alarms remind us to keep questioning and keep listening. Today we stand at a remarkable moment in human history. Our technology is advancing at a pace once thought impossible, opening new frontiers in our quest to understand the universe. New telescopes are now hundreds of times more sensitive than those of the past, searching not just for radio waves, but for technosignatures, laser pulses, megastructures, and even pollutants in alien atmospheres that could hint at life or technology. The discovery of thousands of exoplanets has transformed the search for life from mere guesswork into a focused, targeted investigation, allowing us to zero in on the most promising worlds. We can now focus our efforts on star systems with Earth-like planets in the habitable zone, where conditions might be just right for life as we know it to exist. Telescopes like the James Webb Space Telescope are analyzing the atmospheres of distant worlds, searching for chemical fingerprints, like oxygen or methane, that could be signs of life. The silence so far doesn't mean we're alone. It might simply mean the universe is far bigger, older, and more mysterious than we ever imagined, and that the search is more challenging than we thought. Each day, we listen. We learn more about our place in the cosmos, gathering clues and refining our understanding of what might be out there. The search for alien sounds is as much about understanding ourselves, our hopes, our questions, our place in the universe, as it is about finding others. We may not know when, or even if, we'll hear that first signal, but the possibility keeps us searching, night after night. But we'll keep listening because one whisper from the stars could change everything we know about life, the universe, and our own story.